What is up, fishing addicts? On today's video we will be continuing the musky baits. Actually, I did not quite record the whole thing. Unfortunately, I didn't realize when I pressed record and when I flipped the count, or when I flipped my phone, I accidentally hit stop record with my finger. So the first half of the show it's completely gone, and that's when I purchased my lures. So I want to show you guys what I have purchased, and what do you think, which lure it's gonna be the ticket for a bass. And I know they're kind of big, a little bit over exaggerated, but there is two places by my area that I can catch bass with them. One of them is from shore, and one area it's with kayak. And I know there's huge bass over there because I have personally caught big bass there. It might take me a whole day, or probably almost whole evening, but it is possible. And see, let's go over the stuff that I have purchased. And realistically, there was pretty good deals. And I'm not sure who makes this brand, but it looks pretty cool. And there's a sticker on there and it's peeling. Yeah, most likely I have to go over it with some UV because the sticker is peeling off, but it's probably because from the oils from the plastic. But this will not be one of the baits that I will be using for bass, simply because of the colors are a little bit off, and the lure doesn't weigh that much. But a pretty good deal. These were 2 for $25, so I did get 2 of them. Looks like a pretty cool lure. Like I said, there is some I didn't even notice this thing coming apart, and the hooks are protected, so which is pretty cool. And most definitely I'll be using this in spring for muskie. And all right, let me just put it in. Forget it. Let's keep on going. And this Team Rhino. Where is the other stuff? I think my kid was going through the boxes. So the other bait, it's actually perch pattern, which this is same size, but just by the pattern, I know I can catch bass with it. And a 4-pounder will not hesitate to try to eat this. It's gonna come down to timing, right timing, and it'll be a killer bait. And these have rattles in them, so, and it's not heavy that I need to use my muskie setup, so I can just cast it with my top water on my frog rod. It is actually realistically less. Oh, I think it's an ounce and a quarter. Even if that this one doesn't have well, yeah, just a little bit on the back, but not a big deal. Most musky baits don't last anyways. Most of them are out of wood, so it's a pretty cool pattern. Like I said, same as the first one, but in perch pattern, I just dipped the tail in chartreuse, and there we go, we have a bluegill. So this will be one of them. And then the little kid took the spinner out, but the spinner bait was the next one, and the third one will be the dragon. I know this one will destroy bass as well, especially the area that I can go with the kayak. The lure is big, but in low light, it will be a killer, and I'll be able to fish a little bit deeper than bass chatterbaits. And of course, for muskie, the reason I got this color in gold was simply because of walleye. Springtime walleyes stack up in certain areas, and muskies know that, and that's what they go for. So I picked that up, pure gold, and where I fish, that's their favorite bait in the river. So I always have caught them with some kind of variation of a walleye pattern or perch pattern. But I was actually very excited for the dragon. And now, since the musky baits disappeared on me, what we have is, grab up a couple of these, but I guess only 3 made it out. Go like this. These are the Rapala shadow wraps. These are the deep divers. I'll be using them for my first tournament. I know there is deep clear water, and around the drop-off points where the bass will be arranged, stacked up. Why is it so hard to pull up a Rapala bait? Oh, there we go. The hook is jammed in. So these are the shadow wraps, and they have a pretty good flash on them. And I kind of like these. You can use them as a crankbait. They do have the little shimmy when they come in, and I think that's why they catch a lot of fish, because of the side to side that has the little flash. I don't know if it's gonna do it right now, but maybe because of the light is hitting it on this side, not on this side. But it has a pretty decent flash, and these were $4 a piece. They're usually almost 10, but I got a couple of different ones, and this one, which is a pretty dull color, that I do not like the color. I am gonna change it. I will paint it over, and I don't like the finish anyways. This one has a pretty decent, nice and shiny. This one is not shiny, and I do not like that. So I will add some flash to it, and I really enjoy tossing these. These are pretty heavy and easy to cast. Faint rattle, a little bit better rattle, but regardless, this one is the same. And these were $4 a piece, so it was a pretty good buy. And the other things that I bought for river fishing, these are not musky, but for the rivers, especially the page, the standing yappy, whatever it is, they were $7, and they already come pre-weighted, and it is weedless. So I'll be using these in spring in the Page River. I know the smallmouth love crayfish. I have 2 different colors. I believe this one is green pumpkin, and this one is just a brown crop. Pretty cool. Actually, I want to see one of them. I saw them in the tank, but now I'm curious. Cool. Nice. Okay, in the weed guard. Good sharp hook. Yeah, I think the weed guard is a little bit too strong. It'll be problems with the hook set, maybe. But well, they look pretty good, and they stand up just like this. So it looks like a crayfish on attack position, and pretty good plastic. Actually, these are hollow. So I see, and also they have a place where we can stick some rattles, which is pretty cool. 2 thumbs up for Standing Yappy from River to Sea. I didn't even realize this is from River to Sea. Cool. And one and last, the Western Frog. I was very excited to see this, and it looked pretty cool. I guess my son took the white one, but I will enjoy this tossing for muskie and for bass. It looks pretty amazing. At first, I thought the legs are pretty limp, and I thought they're gonna fall apart, but after careful inspections, it is pretty cool. Actually, the joints are metal. I thought they were plastic, but it was just paint. They are metal, and looks like it'll be a pretty cool bait to toss. And the only thing is, it's very light, so I won't be able to use my frog rod. But however, I think I can get away with using my I would say probably crankbait rod, or my newly built Ned rig rod. Like I said, it's very light, but I'm pretty sure I'll manage to get some bites on this. So that's it, guys. Let me know which lure you think I have the biggest chance of catching bass. No matter how difficult it is, I know it is gonna be a very difficult challenge. However, I am determined to get a bass on one of these lures. I mean, on one of the musky lures. I just do not have the spinner. I bought a spinner bait as well for musky, but regardless, it's not on the video. It will not be in the challenge. So let me know down below in the comment, which bait do you think I have the biggest chance. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna end the video over here. I have to get ready for work. So that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.